Okay, back in the shed. So what I needed to do was cut off one leg, two legs, because as the pipework comes out of the ground here, that would foul with the legs. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, instead of having three legs on the back as you see at the moment, the vices are along that edge. There's three legs there. Instead of having three legs, I'm just going to go with two. I think two is going to be absolutely sufficient. So with the two legs that I've cut off, I will take a length of that, chop it, weld it onto this leg, and then we'll have this positioned somewhere like so, so that it don't foul the pipe underneath, but still allows the table to get up against this back, which will mean we'll weld it in position somewhere about there. I tell you, it's the jobs that you do that create more jobs that take more time. Like the reason I've got to do this obviously is because I'm putting the shower and the toilet in, but by putting the shower and toilet in, this pipework comes along, that pipework fouls with the table. Now you've got to take the table apart, modify it, put it back together again. Never had any plans of doing that. It was a case of just do the toilet, but I need to get this done because I'm having to have this table, because it won't fit back in its original spot. I'm having to have the table in the middle of the floor, which means it's in the way when I'm trying to manoeuvre. Just that one thing to another. Anyway, we'll crack on. So I will get this leg, a length of that leg cut off, get it welded back in place, and we'll see how this goes. But before we get cutting those legs, it's coffee time. We've got a coffee on the go, almost lunchtime, and last night's pizza warming up on the fire. Or the leftovers of last night's pizza. Yum 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 yum. Hope that don't fall on the floor. Normally the fire's a lot lower and I kind of just throw it on some of the coals in there and warm things up, but it's way too hot at the moment. I'm kind of keeping this going and trying to burn off all that smell. So many little jobs on the go at the moment. Right, as you can see, a lot of hassle with the generator there, but feels like it's kind of part of the course at the moment. That generator works absolutely fine, and then when I need it, like the most, like we're welding and that, yeah, it just dies. As you can hear, it's not even that when you stop welding, it actually, it carries on running. Even when you've stopped and there's no load on it, it then just carries on to die. So I don't know what's up with it. I've tinkered with it in the past, but yeah, really not sure what the problem is. Anyway, I've got this welded. It's rough and ready, but it's as good as it needs to be. I'm going to go set myself up to weld this onto the table now. Exactly what I was talking about. Well, one job creates another, which creates another. So I brought the gear over here. Thought, right, okay, lift the table back into position. That table is so heavy, I can't do it. So I thought, okay, I'll take both faces off, drop a bit of weight down, still can't do it. So now time for the farmer's jack and try and lift it up, at least get it at a bit of an angle where I can kind of take over with brute strength. Man, oh man, these jobs do my head in sometimes when one thing leads to another and you're just not making progress. I had visions of getting this table done in an hour. and then cracking on with the shower stall. But at this rate, I'll be getting the table done and calling it for the day. Right, well, this feels very sketchy, but making a little bit of progress. And I'm hoping I can get this high enough so that then I can just use a bit of brute strength to move it the last bit. Now, got to watch and make sure I don't drop it on the pipework. Alright, it's in place. Man, oh man, I could do without this, but it's like that sometimes with these jobs. Right, let's get this pushed in position, tack weld the leg in place. Yeah, I was just going to say, and then I'll roll it back over and I'll fully weld it, but no, I won't. I'll tack it in place, check it's good, and then I'll weld it in situ, kind of upside down underneath the table. I'm not tipping this over again. Right, I'll bring you guys back once it's all done. Well, she's in place. I'm not even going to zoom in on the weld. Anyway, you can tell it's up there. It's shocking, to say the least. But welding upside down, top to bottom welding, not good. I'm not very good at that at all. But listen, the table's in. Just got to drop the two vices back on. So I'm going to call it, and I will see you next time on the rural project. Who knows? We may even get the screens on the shower. I could really do with the shower right now. I was pretty tempted, but a few more jobs to go first. Right, we'll see you next time on the rural project.